Breaking news mga kababayan ko. Grabe itong nangyari. Congressman Luistro nakakahiya. Binuljak ng husto ni Karen Davila. Dito pa lang mga kababayan sa interview, nasuplak na. Hirap na hirap nang ipagtanggol ang sarili. Paano pa kaya kung ang piniga ni Luistro o kausap ni Luistro ay batikang abogado na si Michael Puwa, mga kababayan. Dahil po dito sa sinasabing bank accounts ni BP Sara, nagkaletse-letse na. Nako mga kababayan ko, panoorin po natin paano piniga, binuljak ni Karen Davila itong interview na ito regarding po sa impeachment ni Sara Duterte, mga kababayan. At grabe ang mga komento. Sinasabi ng mga tangalista, bakit daw si Karen Davila tila bumaliktad na? DDS na ba ito? Bakit ganyan makapag-interview kay Luistro? Bakit? Parang tinitira daw ni Karen Davila itong si Luistro. Mga kababayan ko, bakit kaya nagsigawan ng dalawa? Tila hindi mapigilang away. Parang away. Tignan nyo mga kababayan ko. Panoorin nyo po. Nagulpi talaga dito si Luistro. Yari na, ito po. Bakbakan na ito.
Of the actions that the Justice Committee do during the proceeding in the hearing proper, quote unquote.
Okay, so let's call it a clarificatory hearing, no? Para sa akin kasi malinaw na it's looking for probable cause. So let's go to this. You have issued, well, you took a vote, right? Humingi ng boto at nagpasabina kayo. You're gonna issue sabinas. Let's talk about the sabina to one of Vice President's Duterte's lawyers, Attorney Michael Poa, all right? Sinagot nila that they did answer. One, for whatever reason, they did reply, right? They did reply. The non-reply is their interpretation is a response. So that's number one. The Vice President not attending the hearing, they may have a point and say, what makes that any different? Si former President Estrada, hindi naman nag-attend. Si Corona, si Gutierrez, ang dami, hindi naman nag-attend sa any House hearing, right? Kumbaga, it was brought directly to the Senate. So they may argue that's not a form of disrespect because they did reply, right? That is not a trial. So when you call Attorney Poa, what does the House expect from him? Why do you want him there?
Well, from the point of view of the justice members, most especially the proponent, it was Congressman Tino, right? He believes that Attorney Poa, as then COS of DepEd ba yun or OVP,
Yeah.
played a significant part, even if not through the document, but by action in the utilization, alleged misuse of confidential fund, no? At alam mo, Karina, one thing, sorry,
Karen,
alam mo, Karen,
it's okay,
sorry.
no problem.
So, isipin nyo, pangalan pa lang ni Karen Davila, wala na ito mga kababayan. Pangalan pa lang hindi na sakto sa tinawag. Ano daw ito? Si Corina daw. Nako, lutang na mga kababayan ko. Nanginginig kay Karen Davila pa lang. So dito kasi mga kababayan, gusto niyang ipasugpina si Michael Puwa na Defense Counsel ni Sara Duterte. Mga kababayan, nako po, saan ka nakakita ng abogado na nagdidepensa sa kanyang kliyente, isasama na isusugpina? Hala ka, dito po nabuljak si Luistro dito.
One thing that we must understand here, the committee is a collegial body. All decisions are done by way of majority vote. So,
Okay.
since ganito yan
Oh, but Representative, But Representative, etong tanong. So Attorney Poa goes there. I'll give you a scenario. He refuses to answer questions. He'll say, I don't believe that this is the forum, right? Let's say hypothetically, you have to remember they have a defense strategy. I mean, I don't know what it is, but what if Michael Poa will be used as a witness in the trial proper? Because you yourself said he was in a position then, right? During that time, he knows where the funds were spent. So he may not be one of the lawyers in the hearing, in the trial proper, but they could use him as a witness. We don't know that. But by bringing him there, o sasabihin ng kasamahan mo, we will cite you in contempt for not responding. So that's when this gets blurry. He can choose not to respond. He can choose not to cooperate because it could be a part of the strategy. This is why ang tanong ko, what is the role of the members? You know, he can
The
choose
members
not to
are
answer.
the members
Yeah,
are
but
the
you know what? A
investigators.
person can choose not to respond. It is within the right of any person to choose not to respond because that is not a trial. Kaya yan yung tanong ko eh. Aren't you already crossing the line at this point by you're actually, ang pinapasabi na nyo are probable evidence ha? Nandun na kayo eh. So yan ang tanong ko, okay, what if Attorney Poa refuses to respond? Can you cite him in contempt? That's a basic question. Can you?
He has to cite the ground for refusing to
Okay,
respond.
so a
no?
possible response, Mr. Chair, I cannot respond because this will be part of the evidence in the upcoming trial. By responding, we will be handing out our strategy. As a team, we have decided not to respond in this hearing. O paano kayo ngayon?
Because they are not recognizing the constitutionality of
Not
the proceeding.
necessarily.
Is that the
They
reason?
can say, we recognize this, but I am limited. I cannot give out details. O
Well,
paano yun, ma'am?
it will depend on the members of the Justice Committee. May rules tayo. Inciting
But how far can you go? Yan ang
resource persons
tanong.
in contempt, no? It
Okay.
will depend on how the justice members will be reacting to the failure or refusal of the resource person or the witness to respond.
Because let's say you cite a person in contempt, i-detain nyo, ipapakulong nyo. Hindi ba trabaho na yan sa actual impeachment trial? Parang you are really acting like a court. That's my question. If you go this way, I have another question. You bring in the SALN of the Vice President, right? That Representative Redon says increased by 100-fold. I'm reading it right now, okay? Which is fair, okay, that her SALN increased from 2007 to 2005, I believe. Yun ang contention. Okay. The SALN in itself is not a crime, right? But she has to defend how her SALN increased. O eto tanong ko, ma'am. By defending it in the House, is not that already a trial?
He is part of the investigators, and it is incumbent upon him to know the truth behind his allegations. It could be belying the allegation in the complaint. It could be proving the allegation in the complaint. So itong mga searching questions, no, which will be raised on the basis of this
Because-
SALN by
because let's
Congressman
say-
Redon will have no certainty yet as to its result, diba? So what is being done here really, or what will be done by the investigators or the justice members, are to raise questions, to investigate whether there is basis really enough to constitute probable cause in the allegations in the complaint. Remember, Karen, na-declare siyang sufficient in form, na-declare siyang sufficient in substance, na-declare din siyang sufficient in ground. Under the rules,
So
and
why
even
not send
under
it to a vote already? It's already been declared sufficient in
because
grounds.
it is in
Why
the
not
rules.
send it to a vote? That's the
Because
question.
it's in the rules.
Because
And the
then
rules
you have
provide for a hearing proper. What
Okay,
are we
but
supposed to
ma'am,
do?
isn't this also an opportunity for grandstanding to actually
No,
elongate the hearing? You know,
no.
instead of the vice president having her day in court in the Senate. And frankly speaking, I'm being objective here. These are legitimate academic questions that are now being taken up by law students if the House Justice Committee is going overboard. Yun yung tanong in classes today.
How can we be overboard if what we're doing are all in the rules of impeachment, which has been the rules since the past impeachment processes, no? And how can we do away with this process when it is provided under the rules that we're supposed to conduct a hearing proper, to issue subpoena, to question the witnesses for us to be able to be guided? Kung may
Mm-mm.
probable cause ba o wala. I was discussing this with the justice members yesterday. Anong sabi ng mga justice members? Kung hindi tayo mag-hearing proper, kung walang presentation ng evidence, kung walang issuance ng subpoena, how else are we going to determine the existence or non-existence of probable cause?
Mm.
And no way that we will be deviating from the rules, because we are really, admittedly, being very cautious after what happened in the first impeachment. I think the justice members are all very careful to make sure that we follow strictly what are provided in the rules. Ang sabi ko before, dun sa one of our hearings to Paulo Marcoleta, everything that I am saying is in accordance in the rules. Well, at least in as far as what is happening in the justice proceeding is concerned, no?
Yes, I think that one is clear. You have really shown that yourself. You have been cautious. You have been extra careful, right?
Correct.
Okay, with you yourself as chair in how you are handling it, I don't think that's a question because it's a live coverage. We're all seeing it. But here's a good one for you. So let's say the SALN is Sabina. Dumating ang SALN. Tatanungin nila, please explain why the vice president's assets has increased in the last so and so years. Basic question, right? Where did the vice president get her income, her wealth? Sasagutin kayo. Madam Chair, we will present the proof of the vice president's increase in income when we reach the trial proper.
Well,
Paano
again,
ba yun?
it will depend on the justice members how they will react to that answer of the witnesses. But I think it's only the vice president who can answer really in matters concerning the SALN, no?
Mm.
Kasi siya lang naman ang may personal knowledge dun sa SALN.
O, isipin nyo mga kababayan, si Sara Duterte ang magbibigay ng ebidensya. Saan ka nakakita ng ganyan? Dapat kayong mangalap ng ebidensya, mga tanga, bobo. Ito ang sinasabi ng tao, bakit si Sara ang magbibigay ng ebidensya? Dapat kayo ang mag-gather ng information. Ano si Sara? Bobo ba si Sara? Kaya napiga kaya ni Karen Davila, simple pa lang na tanong. Bagsak ka na. Naging abogado ba ito mga kababayan? Fiscal daw ito. Binanatan ito ni Rowena Guanzon. Nakakahiya ang isko na pinanggalingan nyo. Pinapatagal nyo lang yung impeachment. Pwede namang idiretso sa Senado. Yun yung proper forum. Hindi dyan sa mga kangaroo court nyo. Okay, sana mag-imbestiga kayo pero mga sangkot kayo sa mga anomalya. Mga pagnanakaw. Mga krimen. Saan ka nakakita ng ganito mga kababayan? Kaya nabuljak ni Karen ito. Kaya tignan nyo mga komento mga kababayan. O asahan nyo ha, may mga tangalista dito. Natatawa ako sa special skills. They're admitting that they are doing a trial. Bakit ka pa magtatanong kung ikaw lang pala ang magsasalita? O kita nyo. Karen, be professional in your way of interviewing. Sana hindi ka na nag-invite kung ikaw lang naman ang mag-explain. When nagfi-feeling Supreme Court kayo, walang hiya. O, tingnan, feeling Supreme Court itong si Luis Tro, sila Terry Ridon, ang tanga-tanga. Yan ang sabi ng mga tao. O mga kababayan, ano masasabi nyo dito? Mag-comment po kayo. O, one more time pa, ito pa po.
N, if
Mm.
she will continue not to appear in the justice hearing, I don't think that the members will have the opportunity even to ask that question.
Ayan mga kababayan, pero kahit anong gawin nyo, hindi nyo kayang pabagsakin si Sara. Eh sabi nga ng Supreme Court, itigil na yan, basura na yan. Kaya mga kababayan, anong masasabi nyo dito? For transparency, for a better democracy, this is the Wonders Philippines. Isang like naman dyan, isang subscribe at comment at i-share nyo po ito. Shoutout sa inyong lahat mga kababayan saan mang panig ng mundo. Salamat po. Pag-pray po natin na maging presidente si Sara Duterte para matapos ng lahat. Mawala ang mga durobugang maletagang sa gobyerno na nakikita nyo po mga kababayan. Walang nangyayari sa investigation. Puro nakaw dito, nakaw doon. Pati yung budget sa education na 1 trillion, nasaan napunta? Nasaan yung mga klase na classroom na pinatayo nyo? Wala, puro ghost project. Okay? Mabuhay po.